action here. This is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today, the curtain falls on the regular season. We've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs
and the Las Vegas Raiders. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. To the air right away is Brady. Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Now Brady to try again after the pick six. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Frank Clark showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. After the sack on first down, Brady.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
It's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Brady. as he throws there, incomplete.
So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year, 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020s, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get you a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total. Imagine getting through 17 now and then continuing on and winning the Super Bowl. They're an all-timer team already for me.
18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Hey, 66.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. And he's got it. Touchdown. Hunter Renfrow, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter.
And the inside people in this story, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
They're swooping. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's good. Las Vegas. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Brady now to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. No gain on the play. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
The Chiefs 3-yard line.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
While you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Now Hill to return it. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On play action, it's Brady. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Back near his goal line. Here's Brady. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
Here's Hardman to return.
And that'll go as a 57-yard punt with a return of 12. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the...
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple-yard shot in the field.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And he stopped immediately there. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Nightmare in the first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
That throw by Brady incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Mahomes now on first down.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mahomes.
He finds his man, Sky Moore.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Mahomes to throw once more. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Throwing now is Mahomes.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone is at a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. And again, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. It really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. And at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Brady. He's got a man complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. Touchdown Raiders. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Raiders 21.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now it's Mahomes again. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Butker's kick here is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff looking right. It's a room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 31 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
And they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just lift into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Brady going to throw. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. Now Brady again. And my goodness, another interception. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On 2nd and 10, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Brady. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Brady now on first down. And he'll look downfield for Waller. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
Fair catch. Made on the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Brady to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Channing Tindall. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gets it to Hardman. A jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to put a touchdown and a 2-point conversion on. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. Now, this was still going to be a 1-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. On 1st down, Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. This, the 2nd meeting of these 2 teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. To throw again on 2nd down, Brady. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And my goodness, another interception. picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
108 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now Brady.
Gets this to Waller.
They find some open field here.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Brady to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. To throw is Brady. It's complete to Cole. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
They got one big call left. Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Back to throw, Brady. Everything was riding on that two-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure to get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
Fair catch. Made 25 yards. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Mahomes.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his own, got to totally command him, make sure all eyes are on him, all focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Mahomes to throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, the clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulous as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Catch is made by Hardman.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here's Hill on the return.
55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here to Waller. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
The slot man in motion right. On second down, Jacobs.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Now Brady. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home